Hello and welcome to Easby Abbey near Richmond, where I'm here with my dog Jess and my friends Zan and Jake to tell you about what I've been doing over the last few months and what I'm sharing with HISS at home. And I just want to say how much I miss you all and our week together, which feels like a pilgrimage every year, with lots of sharing and on every level. I really miss it, and just want to say hello and a warm greeting to everybody. And yes, just wanted to tell you about a project that I'd love to share with you. It's called Angels in the Architecture, and it's very much inspired by my visits to Bishop Burton, and visits to Beverley over the years, and trips around the town with many of you, exploring the beautiful town and the church and the history and the songs associated with it. So what I've been doing is focusing in on the Church of St Mary's, Beverley, which some of us have visited and sung in. And I was due to sing there in a concert for the Beverley Early Music Festival in May, which of course is postponed until next year. And instead of just sort of waiting until next year, I just couldn't wait to sing the songs. And so I teamed up with my duo partner Giles Lewin from Alva, and also Leah Studart, who is a harp player, an early harp specialist who lives in France. And with Giles in Oxford, we began to record a programme of songs that we were going to perform for the festival called Angels in the Architecture. And it's an idea that was inspired by Colin Bradshaw, some of you may remember, who is a local resident of Beverley and a history expert and a walking guide. And with Colin we explored Beverley, and Colin's idea was to base a concert around the history of the wonderful Church of St Mary's. And so that's what we did, and Giles and Leah and I looked at the architecture, and particularly the amazing roof bosses. There are more than 600 roof bosses which date from the 1520s, and these are being restored in a special restoration project. So we teamed up with the Heritage Learning Officer and Restoration expert Jenny England, who's based at the church, to come up with a special programme of songs celebrating the church. So we've been recording them, and two of them I'd love to share with you. The first one is called Sir Eglamour, and it celebrates all the dragons that are in the architecture. And the second song is Gaude Mater Ecclesia, which is a chant, a sequence, which is dedicated to St John of Beverley. And so all of our songs are there's 12 songs, and they're all going to explore the different history, the mythology, the folklore, and the angels in the architecture of St Mary's. And the first song, Sir Eglamour, actually is inspired by many dragons of all kinds that we can find in the misericords, which are the carvings underneath the choir stalls of the church, which are extraordinary and beautiful, and in the roof bosses. And these are carvings in the roof which decorate the joints between the beams. And of course the congregation, they wouldn't have been sitting in pews, they would have been standing probably, maybe during long services, looking up for inspiration or edification or distraction, and they would have seen these roof bosses, and of course they're quite extraordinary and very well preserved, but in need of restoration. And so the first song, Sir Eglamour, is all about a doughty knight, Sir Eglamour, who has a marvellous sword which he's very proud of, and he goes out to fight this dragon. And unfortunately, although he kills the dragon, he leaves his sword stuck in the dragon. He can't retrieve it, and he's very upset about that. So he goes to the local pub to drown his sorrows. And in a series of resources that I'll share with you, we have a recording by Giles Lewin of this song with a very catchy chorus which you can join in with, and I'll provide the recording and the music and the lyrics for that. And the second song, Gaude Mater Ecclesia, Rejoice Mother Church, is a sequence to be sung on the 7th of May, which is St John of Beverley's Saint Day. And St John of Beverley is one of the reasons why Beverley exists. It's the site of his a monastery which he founded. We know a lot about him because the Venerable Bede was his student, and he talked a lot about what an amazing teacher St John was. And he's known since he died as a patron saint of kings who believed that carrying the flag of St John would help them in battle. But what we also now know about him was he was a dedicated and very patient and remarkable teacher. And so he's known for one of his miracles, which is restoring speech to a boy who could not speak and who was deaf. So he's the patron saint of teachers of the deaf. So I want to dedicate this chant to all of the teachers, all of our teachers, all of our inspiring teachers. And again, we can find this chant on the HISS at Home website with its music, and I hope you enjoy it. So really since the beginning of March, I've been running singing sessions, Zoom choirs sessions on Mondays, and I'll continue doing that from the beginning of September. And one particular session, which is at 1 o'clock on Mondays, you're very welcome to join, and I'll make sure that details of that are up on the website. It's the Dragon Cafe Zoom choir online. So this sequence chant from John of Beverley is 11 verses which are in pairs with the same melody which develops through the song. Very simple. I'm laughing because we've got a very eager dog, also called Jessie, who's wants to join in on this film. So we have Jessie, the terrier, and Jessie, the cocker spaniel, there, both joining in here. So on Mondays I've been running my Zoom singing sessions, and on the rest of the week I've been working as a care worker, and with a group of people with learning disabilities for a charity near Watford. And I've been taking this chant in to learn day by day. So it's been really nice to learn it, because the lines are simple, they're fairly short, they're repetitive, it develops gradually, and it's a very beautiful mode, Mixolydian mode. And so I hope that you'll enjoy singing it and learning it bit by bit as I have, and maybe singing it with me along with the recording. So I just also want to say that I'm going to leave some resources, the songs, images of the bosses, and also links to Leah Studdart's wonderful blog about the chant of John of Beverley and other chants and sequences as well. And Jenny England, the Heritage Learning Officer of St Mary's Beverley, who has made wonderful video podcasts all about the history of St Mary's. I think that's everything I want to say. So many good wishes to everybody. I hope you are okay and enjoying the things that we're posting, and many good wishes to you all. And greetings from Easby Abbey in Richmond and the two Jessie dogs.